Welcome back to Meet the Experts. We have had some questions around training your dog. Now, Margaret has over 25 years of experience with dogs, including her own vacation lodge for dogs. So she will be the one to educate you. Margaret, can you teach us about dogs and what to do?
Well, that's a loaded question on dogs and what to do. Every dog is a little different. There are shy dogs, there are very outgoing dogs, there's dogs with high energy, there's lazy dogs, there's anxiety dogs, and so there's a whole gamut of personalities out there. As the trainers out there will say, it's not cookie cutter. Everything has to be kind of designed based on your dog. That's where private training comes into play, where you can start dealing with your dog with certain issues that you might be having. One of the things that I get a lot of is, my dog started doing this and I just don't know why. Okay, it just happened all of a sudden. Well, I can tell you with dog behavior, nothing happens all of a sudden. What probably has happened is you just didn't see the signs when something was about to happen. That's usually more the correct way of looking at this. And when you don't see the signs, it can be difficult to try and correct an issue. So it's very important to be kind of backtrack when you say, my dog just started doing this, to see what the behaviors that have happened to maybe cause your dog to get to that point. I always say anything of a bad behavior that you see in a dog does not get better just because your puppy is getting older. It always escalates and gets worse. It doesn't get better. So you need to understand that right off the bat. So the key is now you need to maybe get some help in how to deal with that issue before it escalates. One of the key things that you can teach a dog right from the word get-go, when you get your new puppy home, or if you have an older dog, you start this right now, is called eye contact. Any training requires eye contact. It's very important that you get your dog's attention. If your dog is looking at another dog down the street and you're going to tell your dog to sit, he's not going to sit because you don't have his attention. It's kind of like kids. We say to our kids, look at me. I'm trying to tell you something. I need you to look at me. We're doing the same thing with the dogs. So in order to get eye contact with the dog, I always hear a lot of people using their dog's name. Biggie no, or Biggie look at me, or always Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. I'm just using this little dog that I have here right now as an example. Not that his family's doing this, but I'm just using it as an example. Stop using your dog's name. Your dog's name should always be attached to positive or getting their attention. So at the beginning, in order to teach your dog to give you attention, because you've said his name a bazillion times already, they just tune you out. It's kind of like kids, they tune us out. But what I'm going to get you to do is make noises, or just little whines, whatever. I don't care what you do, just make noises, or tweet, 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 tweet. I just make noises to get a dog's attention. And they look at you going, what the heck is that? They give me eye contact, I reward that eye contact. They go, I didn't even do anything, that was easy. And I'll make noises again. Eye contact, give them a treat. Then after they get it, that every time they look at me that they get rewarded for it, after I've done that a bunch of repetitions, then I ask them to hold that eye contact. Count 1, 2, good, give them a treat. Or you can mark it by saying yes, or good, or hooray, I don't care. Mark it with something. So you can use a clicker if you want. After you've done that a while, you can make noises, eye contact, say his name, give him a treat. Noises, eye contact, say his name, give him a treat. See, now you're attaching his name to a positive. Once you get that for quite a while, try it. Say his name, eye contact, give him a treat. First, most important rule to any training you're ever going to do. You want your dog's attention. So eye contact, huge. Once you have that, you can start working on the other things that you need to work on. I'm not going to get into all the different things. If you could just work on that one thing for a while, and there's lots of YouTube videos too out there. There's that you can, follow as well from what I've said in order to get the real hang of it. But try that and see if it makes a difference for you in training such as sit, stay, come. The other thing I like to say too, as far as training, is getting proper professional help. We usually recommend Obedience Unleashed. They're not far from us here. Andy's expertise in training is phenomenal. He, in so many aspects of his training, he can run circles around me. He's been around the block. He knows his stuff. He's had tons of training. He teaches dogs for service work for autistic children. The list goes on. Reach out to somebody like them. Their private training classes are really good. We've had great feedback from people who've gone through training with him. But a lot of these little things you can also work on for yourself to make it easier when you go to training. I hope that helps. If you want to reach out for anything that you need some help with, I hopefully can steer you in the right direction on where to go for that.
There you have it, Margaret Egan, Silverdale Doggy Vacation Lodge. And if you have any questions, she has a ton of connections to help your dog with their health, with their stay, and help you with their behavior. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.